to hate? Uh, I think Favreau hates the bells. I don't think he likes the bells. Gary Marshall doesn't like the flute. He's not a flute guy. I haven't learned what Robert or Nimrod doesn't like because they're so wonderful.
And Robert's a musician. Robert's
Oh,
a
he's a good
guitarist. Yeah.
musician. Yeah, Rob's a good musician.
Has he asked you to play with his band?
No. I couldn't keep up with those guys probably. His band, he and his band are really, really good. Robert's a really good guitar player. He's very humble about it. He's a really, really fine guitar player. So anyway, those are the kinds of things you think about. And every director is different. John Favreau does not like the piano. Sorry, John. I know you told me you didn't like the piano. Not a piano guy. Some are lovers of the piano. Gary Marshall loves the piano. So again, these are all little things that you as a composer need to, little riddles, little puzzles you need to figure out. You need to ask the question, and you need to really pull it out of a director, he or she, what are their likes or dislikes? You might write a beautiful Viennese waltz for something, and you come to find out the director hates Viennese waltzes. But these are all things you have to think about.
Now going back to John Favreau and music,
Mm-hmm.
there was an interesting collaboration that you got to do on Iron Man 2, and I'm not
Yes.
talking the guitar. I'm not talking the guitar. But we'll mention that.
I would love to. Okay.
But you got to work with a classic Disney composer, and can you talk to us about that?
Well, the legend that is Dick Sherman. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a time when my father worked at Disney Studios for years, and he got to know the boys, as they were called by Walt, I believe, and pardon me, Dick, if I'm misquoting. But Dick and his brother Robert were working on staff at the studio at the time, and I have vivid fond memories of going in or being at the studio, and my dad would take me in, and Dick and Bob would be working on Chim Chim Cheree, literally, or something, Spoonful of Sugar, something like that. And I remember these kind of vivid moments in my mind. So that is my history. So that when it came up in a conversation with the Marvel folks, with Kevin Feige and everybody at Marvel, about potentially approaching Dick to write a quintessential Sherman type, Sherman Brothers-esque song, a la Small World, I thought, well, my God, yeah, you've got to call Dick Sherman, and lo and behold, they did. They brought Dick into the fold and into the party, and one of the great joys of my life was working with Dick on that too, and we would spend a number of afternoons over at my place. One rainy afternoon, he came over and he was playing on my piano, and I recorded it on a little tape recorder, and I'm going to cherish that. I have that file I've got to find somewhere. And the result is the wonderful Expo song that you're going to hear on the Iron Man 2 soundtrack, and that you heard in the film that Dick wrote, and it was a joy to arrange that, with him. And what can I say? When you're given an opportunity to be around true genius like that doesn't come down the road that often. So that was great. Thanks for mentioning that. But that was my little foray with Dick, and we're really good friends. I love him.
Yeah, he's like, now, didn't you also write It's a Small World?
He did.
Yeah.
It's a Small World, and so many others.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Mary Poppins, and then hundreds of other incredible, all hits. Amazing.
Now that's on the classic music side.
Yes.
And now contemporarily, to contemporize how you worked on Iron Man 2,
right.
You also brought in a well-known guitarist, Tom Morello. And
the legend that is Tom Morello. That one was another easy thing for me because early on, Tom had played on the first soundtrack. Correct. And when I met with John Favreau for the first time, or subsequently, I met with John and we talked about, I brought it up. I said, what do you feel about having Tom Morello come back? And John Favreau was like, great. I'd love that if you feel comfortable. And I said, absolutely. So very, very simple. We Ray's looking at the next question.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Morello and
I don't want to carry you off.
Morello and I had a
This is a work in
great time.
progress, folks, so please bear with us.
Morello and I had a great time. We were in this room right here, and we can turn the camera here later. But Tom was fantastic. He's gracious. He's not what one would think is the kind of nose up in the air rock star. He came in, great guy, accessible, collaborative. We would play him. I would play him some music I was working on, and he would sort of digest it, listen to it, and then just start going. And the result is what you hear. And again, I only wish that the Iron Man 2 soundtrack was a two-season set, because so much of what we did was never in the film. And maybe someday there'll be an Iron Man 2, companion soundtrack. But there's a lot that we put together. And again, a lot of it's in the movie, but a lot of it didn't look in the movie. And some of my favorite stuff was not in the movie. Just because, just things change. Scenes that were in the movie are removed, for editing purposes. But we had a great time. What can I say? I hope we can do it again.
Maybe on the DVD extras.
It is on the, you know what, it is on the
Oh,
DVD. Yeah, I believe Tom is being interviewed. I know that they filmed here, so I invite all of you. When the DVD comes out, I believe there are going to be some great behind-the-scenes moments for Tom and I. So, and great moments when we were in London recording with John. I think we're going to see all that. But, yeah.
Now, from Yaroslav Kosmina, I hope I said it okay. Mr. Debney, as
Yes.
a gift for scoring Predators, do you like the drawing I did of you as a classic Predator?
Well, I wanted to bring that up. Thank you so much. And how do I pronounce? What's his name?
Yeah,
Yaroslav.
Yaroslav.
I bet it's Yaroslav.
Yaroslav Kosmina.
Thank you. Yaroslav is one of my Facebook friends, and he did a wonderful drawing of me. And please check it out, because we had a lot of fun. There were through the process of doing Iron Man 2, a few of my friends that are wonderful artists like Yaroslav did drawings of me as Iron Man or as Predator, and please check it out. It's very cool. Yaroslav, you're a brilliant artist. Thank you. Another chap that I will invite you to look at my Facebook page or the fan page, and it's on there. So thank you. It was really, really sweet of you to do that.
And then John Campbell said, John, I met you while attending MI and watched a rehearsal of The Passion in the main performance.
Right.
Any plans to play the score of The Passion live in the future?
Well, thank you for asking, John. That is absolutely in the works. Ray knows about it. Ray's trying to put it together with another group of people that we're working with. We hope to do a Rome concert. We think next year. Ray is the publicist, one of the publicists. He's instrumental, no pun intended, in getting this going. So, to answer your question, we are going to hopefully do this May of 2011.
2011. That's the word.
So, fingers crossed. We need all your prayers out there and your good wishes. We're trying to make it happen. We're hoping to do it in St. Peter's Square, which would just be amazing hopefully for thousands of people.
Or if you have great connections with the Boston Pops and want them to do it, John can conduct.
Well, the piece is out there. I wrote the oratorio shortly after we finished the film, and Ray and I have done a concert in Rome. We've done a concert for the Katrina victims at the Cathedral. So
in Spain?
We've done it in Spain. Yeah. So I would love to perform it. It's just somebody needs to call us and we're going to perform it.
Now, we're going to give you all a tour of, John's going to give us a guided tour of the studio, so we're going to walk with him through the studio.
Right. Now, and I will just warn you, when you're between films, or when now we finish 4 or 5 films in a row, we're in the cleanup mode. So I'm going to take you around, but you'll see we're kind of cleaning up a little bit.
Okay, so where are we now, John?
Okay. I'll get out of the picture.
No, you can point to things here.
This is the main studio. So this is the mixing board over here. And you can see we project